Willkommen zurück zu The Outer Worlds. Da müssen wir hier durch die Wand. Upsi. Nicht für übel nehmen, das war nur ein bisschen reflexartig. Du Heiland, ey. So. Die nächste Leiche. Gucken wir uns das mal um hier. Mit dir. Ist doch gerade ihn abgehauen. Ah. Und die hier, wenn die keinen Umsatz machen. Stimmt. Die tun ja nur so. Das ist aber ein großer Schokoriegel. Knüppel. Hallo. Na, geschockt? Dich habe ich zerlegt. Ist das doch hoch, oder? Ja. Versiegelt. Hallo. Kein Problem. Archiv. Was war denn? Memo, Memo. Ich bin gerade erschrocken. War schon wieder voll. Ah, da geht noch was. Die Waffen müssen erst hochgefahren werden, bevor sie in die Feuer. Okay. Das geht ja schnell mit Nachladen. Administratorfunktion. Okay, was haben wir denn hier erreicht?
You best go back the way you came. There's nothing for you here.
Wer bist du denn?
Call me the ghost of Gorgon, or its warden. This place is a graveyard. All that was done here should be forgotten and left to rot.
Mhm. Verbirgt etwas. Ich werde herausfinden, was.
Gorgon is the birthplace of marauders. We created them here, in this very facility. They are our misbegotten children, born of hubris and vanity.
Marauders were created? Those bastards! That don't make any sense. How could marauders get to Edgewater from all the way out here?
They hold no fondness for trespassers. I've placed the facility under emergency lockdown to keep them safe. Let the marauders die in peace, or I will make certain that you die with them.
Damn right. Someone set a plague on our colony. My friends and neighbors became marauders, Captain. They hurt a lot of folks, and Edgewater still ain't the same. If this place caused that, I want to know.
Okay. Alles klar. Voll der Lappen. Düpp, 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 düpp. Ja, das finden wir schon raus. Ja. Hallo. Okay. Gibt's hier noch irgendwas? Damit. Die Tür ist offen. Die Tür ist jetzt offen. Okay. Was haben wir denn hier noch so rumfliegen?
An old comms tower, huh? It's like I'm back at Hiram's place, running errands.
I sure hope that spooky person on the screen ain't waiting for us. I'm about ready to jump out of my skin as
Hallo.
That's the last of
An, oder?
What were we talking about? I sure hope that spooky person on the screen ain't waiting for us. I'm about ready to jump out of my skin as it is.
birthplace of marauders. We ought to have left well enough alone. Now we're in it. Come hell or high water, we've got to see this through.
Gib. Nicht. Die Munition noch. Nein, ich möchte nicht schlafen. Wer mehr schläft, kann weniger plündern, oder wie war das? Was haben wir denn hier? Hallo. Kommt schon. Gebt mir all euer Zeug. Okay, zack. Hoffe ich sowieso alles. Gut. Ey, so viel Heilung, ne? Meine Herren. Oh Gott, ey. Echt zugeschissene Zeug. Auch alle tot.
Dr. Ambrose, tell me about Adrenatime. What does it do?
Hasn't Clarence already dumped a pile of promotional materials on your head?
Where's the fun in that? My listeners want to hear it in your own words.
It's an injectable drug that improves a patient's speed, awareness, mental acuity, and endurance. In moderation, adrenatime will uplift the laboring classes by strengthening their minds and work ethic.
That's quite the mission. What's driving this vision of uplift?
I am a solutions-oriented woman. I see a problem and I am moved to solve it. Poverty is one such problem. Through science, I believe we can improve the poor. And in so doing, improve Halcyon.
Ja, alles klar. Aha. Okay. Irgendwie hin. Gottes Willen, was ist hier? Was? Machen wir das anders. Ja, ihr ollen Klonkrieger. Wandelnde Lootboxen. Okay. Na, dann gucken wir da hinten mal hin. Was wir so Schönes haben.
Now it really feels like home.
Are all these marauders former townsfolk?
Was ist hier drin? Ein Arsch voll Heilung. Der Reiseort entdeckt. Mülleimer. Na, komm mal her hier. Ist nie kaputt. Was ausgelaufen wird. So, nein. Ach, so viel. Gott, zack. Verzeichnis. Schon wieder löscht. Gut. Technik. Ich 60. Ja, okay, annehmen. Noch ein Vorteilspunkt. Folgetreffer. Sehr schön. Da müssen wir hin. Okay. Eine Reise haben wir schnell hin. Okay. Wo schickst du mich hin? 2.
Captain, transmission request from Ambrose Manor.
Ein Update. Stellen Sie durch.
Captain! Imagine my surprise when I saw the Unreliable leaving Gorgon with so much urgency and purpose. Tell me you found Mother's journal. I'm positively dying for good news.
Jemand hat mich gewarnt, ich soll bleiben, denn die Anlage wird abgeriegelt.
Someone? You mean someone still has access to the facility? Oh, after all this time. Who was it?
Wer war das?
Drat. Make sure you have eyes on the back of your head. I doubt we've seen the last of this human vexation. If I know Spacer's choice, getting past the lockdown will be more complicated than just hitting a big red button. You'll need authorization and layers of it.
Okay,
No, I think you're going to have to rely on good old-fashioned detective work. It's a good thing you have keen senses, a reliable ship, and a very wealthy sponsor.
okay.
I
Was über die
seem to
Forschung?
recall that Mother worked closely with Gorgon's R&D personnel, but not close enough to invite them over for dinner and cocktails, if you get my meaning. By now, they'll have moved on with their lives. If only I could do the same. I knew
Dinner
Mother
time,
was
huh?
involved with some important chemical trials, but I had no idea her pet project was adrenatime. Adrenatime is a working man's stimulant, like a caffeinoid. Very popular at launch, though the marketing quieted down over time.
Was weißt du über Plündern?
What? No. I mean, there's some very morbid wording in the fine print, but I had no idea adrenatime could make marauders out of people. That's it. That must be it. Spacer's Choice is keeping their dirty little secret about adrenatime off the record. We have to find Mother's journal. If we don't, then Spacer's Choice gets away with murder. I only hope we aren't too late. Adrenatime was touted as the working man's best friend. A drug that boosted productivity with no adverse effects. The promise of adrenatime cannot be overstated. Exhaustion and fatigue were supposed to be obsolete. Workplace accidents would be things of the past. For whatever reason, the drug never lived up to that promise. I don't know. And thanks to Spacer's Choice, we may never find out. I know that I'd like to see a colony where the promise of adrenatime was fulfilled. And I doubt I'm the only one.
Geht denn wieder?
Thank you. I certainly ought to know what I'm doing. I spent years trying to break into pharmaceuticals, professionally speaking. Mother wouldn't hear of it. She didn't think I had the wit to succeed in her line of work. Safe travels. If your leads give you any trouble, be sure and give them some trouble back, yes?
Alles klar. Wir machen direkt zu. Okay.
That's the spirit. Until next time, my good captain.
Alles klar. Gut. Gucken wir mal hier drauf. Was haben wir hier noch zu erledigen?
Stay safe out there.
Ja, kein Problem. So. Was haben wir denn hier? Bauroboter, okay.
Are you still tinkering with that?
It's not gonna fix itself.
Werkbank. Haben wir irgendwas noch anbauen können? Modifizieren. Handkampfwaffen-Mod. Die Waffengenauigkeit. Oh ja. Wie können wir noch was aufbauen? Können wir noch bei der was haben wir denn hier noch? Rüstungsmod. Jetzt haben wir noch ein bisschen, haben wir noch. Okay. Dann sollten wir uns hier mal umschauen. Konzerntechniker. Muss hier aber dann anscheinend irgendwas machen.
Someone needs to teach those iconic. Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
Wir müssen da irgendwo hin. Dann gehen wir nach da. Dim, dim, dim. Dim, 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 dim. Fahrstuhl fahren. Da sind wir.
Antibiotics. Take comfort in knowing that anything antibiotics.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous?
Nee, bin schon famous genug, Junge.
So much wasted money here. Decadence ain't gonna save you when the beast gets
Wohlstandsplatz, denk mal.
You think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the gearings?
Ich habe so das Gefühl, dass wir hier irgendwie noch was durchballern müssen.
Your best find this week. Go.
Dann verkaufen wir erstmal Aufschlag. Denn gibt es noch irgendwas Interessantes hier an Rüstung? Nee.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams,
If they'd sent money to Monarch instead of building even one of those
Da
homes,
ist die Tür.
I bet we could have rebuilt Stellar Bay. The whole damn thing.
Einfach kosten. Na denn, Rockwell. Erstmal schön am Saufen, ne?
Welcome. I'll tell you what I've told all the other guards. Mind your boots. Our floors are not made for armor. If you're here for the annual Canid review, I'm afraid it's already over. Only thing going on behind those doors is good, old-fashioned lawful behavior. This greeting constitutes your confidentiality agreement. You hereby agree not to disclose the location or existence of these events. Thank you for cooperating.
Mütterschau.
Exactly. You do catch on fast. Now then, how can I help you?
Den da.
Mr. Mostly is indeed attending our event, although I am disappointed to discover he did not officially enter his canid La Place into our competition. You should find Mr. Mostly just inside the prep room. Head inside and take the door to your left.
Alles klar.
We find that our clients enjoy the appearance of participating in illegal activities. Secrecy contributes to a feeling of indecency. The Musgrave family collection was intended to be a gallery of fine art. And here we are, using this place to practice semi-legal canid shows. Scandalous, isn't it? That's privileged information. I really shouldn't tell you.
Überzeugen.
That's a fair point. All right, I'll tell you. But just keep this between us.
Guaranteed secrecy is expensive, you know.
Oh, it's all right. I'll give you this little secret for free. The Musgraves own one of Earth's largest private collections of art and literature. They were going to have the entire collection shipped all the way to Halcyon. Unfortunately, that collection never arrived. We haven't heard anything from the delivery convoy, and there's some purely hypothetical concern that the collection might be, well... I was going to say indefinitely delayed by unforeseen and unknowable circumstances, but yes. Let's go with that. Anyway, that's as much as I can tell you. Will there be anything else?
Alles klar. Gut. Erstmal leichte Munition mitnehmen. So, da müssen wir hin.
Oh, just hear me out. It's a brilliant idea.
Ja. Dankeschön. Da bist du doch.
Do you know the interesting thing about Canid shows?
Gibt nichts Spannendes an
Oh,
der
but there
Wirtschaft.
is, if one possesses an eye for statistics. Mathematically speaking, the interesting thing about Canid shows is this. They're an exercise in futility. Winning is predetermined. Over time, the inevitable trend is that the race goes to the swift. Time and chance are just statistical outliers. In other words, if you put enough Canids through enough trials, the one with the most optimal attributes generally wins. Exercise in futility.
Alles klar.
What gave me away? Wait, don't tell me. You've read my monograph, Putting the Us in Calculus, or How to Use Mathematics to Find Your Statistically Significant Other. I'm afraid I don't really do autographs, but yes, I am Clarence Mostly.
Du bist ja langweilig.
Oh. Then you're not here about my monograph. It's true, I was involved with Project Gorgon, but that chapter of my life is long since closed. Listen, I don't know what you want with Gorgon or with me, but let me give you some free advice, Let the past go. Live in the moment. Enjoy the party.
Okay.
I was
Genau.
wondering if you were the sort of person to accept sensible advice or respond with threats of violence. Thank you for resolving that ambiguity for me. Lifting the lockdown won't be easy. You'll need to send overrides from the chem lab and human inquiry. I don't have that level of clearance, but I know two people who do. The trouble is, I don't know you. I don't trust you. I washed my hands of Gorgon, and you're asking me to dirty them all over again. I'm going to need a good reason. Right, of course. Thank you for reminding me. Point well taken. I want a favor from you. Do something for me, and I'll do something for you. That way we don't have to rely on mutual trust. A grand prize trophy to the Canid Review. I want it in my hands. Get me that trophy, and I'll give you the remaining researchers. Names, locations, as much information as I have. What,
Komm schon.
really? You'll do it? I mean, just like that? Don't you want to know why I asked you? While you're technically correct, which is my favorite kind of correct, no, that's not why. My Canid, Laplace, is statistically superior to every other Canid in this review. Better average sprinting time, superior gait coefficient, optimal anatomical symmetry. I didn't bother entering little Laplace in this pointless contest. He's already won on paper, you see. That trophy rightfully belongs to him. Head into the main hall and take the elevator down into the maintenance tunnels. You'll find a service passage that leads up into the trophy room. The maintenance tunnel is the only way up into the trophy room. Some technician barred the door shut on our end. Ask Tilda Coatsworth about it, over by the podium.
So, alles klar, warte hier. Gut. Zurück.
It's not canid hunting I object to, it's the
Mütterschau. Na denn. Gucken wir mal das Scheißding. Gut. Da müssen wir rein.
Unexpected.
Weg mit dir. Mülleimer ist nichts drin. Was haben wir denn hier noch Feines? Wenn wir schon hier sind, den können wir gleich aufräumen. Da ist der Fahrstuhl. Toll. Na super.
All that pomp and circumstance out there. For this. What the hell's the point?
Wow. Hier ist eine Scheibe drin. Mal raus hier. Da. Den hätte er sich nicht selber holen können. Schlappen. Noch irgendwas? Nö, hier ist so eine Wand durchbrochen. Zack, 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 zack.
Easy.
Perfekt. Den Mütterpokal. Aha, ich hab noch euren Pokal. Hier seid ihr.
Oh, you don't have to be scared of these canids, Captain. I don't think they're gonna hurt you.
So.
Never cared much for hors d'oeuvres. The word is just grotesque. All those superfluous letters ruin my appetite.
Das ist der Glückstag, Captain Pokal.
My trophy! Look at this thing. Have you ever seen a more garish monument to the boredom of the elite? If only Grandfather Mostly were alive today, I would have loved to wave this trophy right in front of his cataracts. I hope you won't take it personally when I say I had my doubts about you. Nothing ever gets done in Byzantium, you see. Competent work is, well, a statistical anomaly.
Okay, ich habe mein Teilnatung.
Lifting the emergency lockdown requires overrides from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. Access to those facilities requires authorizations from two senior-level researchers. Marion Blakesley, Jasper Lowe. They went into hiding after the project collapsed, but I've managed to calculate their last known whereabouts within a reasonable margin of error. I see you're familiar with my technique. I'd love to show you my numbers, but there aren't nearly enough napkins in this room. After the project shut down, I had to keep my mind occupied. I worked on my actuarial tables, calculated the average lifespan of a spacer's choice worker, that sort of thing. I realized some of the researchers had to be alive. I ran some numbers, did a little research, and concluded that the two most likely survivors are Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe.
Alles klar.
Try to exercise caution. It's good for your lifespan.
Oh, schon wieder Levelaufstieg. Okay. Zack. Alles klar. Gut. Klatschen wir hier mit rein. Annehmen. Gut. War noch hier Ausrüstzeit. Rüstungswert. Fernkampfschaden. Mehr Leben ist immer gut. Wie brauche ich das nicht? Überflüssig die Fähigkeit. Alles klar. Und ich würde sagen, damit bin ich die Folge. Ciao.